Hey, so what's going on guys, and what I'm bringing you today is some Call of Duty Ghosts multiplayer gameplay that I was lucky enough to record at Eurogamer a few weeks back. This is a game of the new mode Blitz, which if you don't know is the one with the two teleporters at either end, and this is on the new map Octane. Unfortunately, I'm restricted on the amount of gameplay that I can upload, so this is going to be a highlight reel of one of the full games that I played. And basically, if you don't know what Blitz is, it's the game mode where there's two teleporters, one either side, and your team have to make it into the other team's teleporter. Simple as that. Now obviously it does sound quite a simple game type, just running into a teleporter, however, you need to play it well and you need to play it like a team. Now in this video you'll get a look at the map, some of the guns, the field orders which are really cool on some of the maps. Sometimes they're a bit useless, but on other maps they're really cool, and also some of the support score streaks. Now when we were playing we didn't actually have any working mics, so we weren't really communicating and weren't playing this game mode how it should be played. Now it's quite obvious, you just got to run into the other team's teleporter. However, as you know in Call of Duty, no one likes to sit back and defend, everyone wants to be in the action, and this is where this game mode is played wrong. Because what we found was you'd have your 6 team and their 6 team just both at each other's teleporters, so one of your team would run in, wait for the timer to reset, and then another one would run in, and while you're doing that, the other team are at your teleporter doing the exact same thing. So it sort of destroys the objective of the game if you're not defending and your both teams are just running into each other's teleporters. You're not really getting anything out of that. So what you have to do is actually have someone defending, and I know it's boring and it's always a boring job being the one defending, but that's how this game mode is meant to be played. Now in Call of Duty Ghosts, they took out C4 in the build anyway. They might still have C4 in the final game, I'm not completely sure about that, but they have a proximity mine, and this does get annoying, it really does. Because if you're, as you see in the gameplay actually, I run to the objective and then get blown up by the proximity mine, and it's, you know, it's basically a bouncing Betty, Claymore, whatever you want to call it, and we all know how annoying they are, we know how newbie they are. If you're an objective player and you like to defend the objective well, then these are pretty useful, and as you know, not that many people use, is it Engineer? I think it's Engineer on Black Ops 2, which helps you identify enemy equipment. So just a heads up for when the game is released, I reckon I'll see a lot of people moaning about these things on Twitter. Overall, Blitz is a really fun game mode, however I see this being quite easy to manipulate by 6-man teams, because obviously if you're one away from finishing the objective or finishing the round, in a 6-man team you're going to just go for kills and not go for the objective, and this will then lead to possibly spawn killing, spawn trapping and stuff like that. That's how I see it anyway, so hopefully the spawns won't be too bad, but when we were playing it I know there was a fair amount of spawn killing possible. So how many of you are excited for the release of Call of Duty Ghosts? We are now less than a month away. A month away. This time has just flown past, and I'm really excited that in this time next month we'll be playing Call of Duty Ghosts on either our Xbox 360s, our PS3s, and then picking up our next gen consoles if you're buying a next gen console. And what makes it better is I'll be getting a free Prestige edition for being one of the first 500 people to play it at Eurogamer, so I'm really excited to receive that in the post. Also guys, I just want to give you a heads up that while I was at Eurogamer, I got some Ghost swag. If you already follow us on Twitter, then maybe you might have seen some pictures tweeted out, but anyway, I have some Ghost t-shirts, some Ghost thumbsticks to give away, so I'll be giving them away on Twitter, so if you're not following me, then a link to them is in the description so you don't miss out on those giveaways. And boom, as you saw right there, getting killed by the proximity mine, really annoying when you can see the objective in sight, it's right there, you're about to run forward and then you die. And it is really annoying, you have to keep your eye out, they don't stick out that much, they are slightly noticeable but you're going to have to be wary of them. Anyway, we're coming up to the end of the video and I'm going to try and give you some more Ghost videos as we get closer to the Ghost launch, because I've got a load of gameplay that I still need to use up and I just haven't had the time to, because I've been trying to get some GTA Online gameplay, trying to play that online, and as we all know that's been a flop, it's really failed. My character's been deleted, which is really annoying, but anyway I'm going to try and get you some Ghost gameplay up as soon as possible. But anyway, I do hope you enjoyed this quick sneak peek. If you did, be sure to leave a thumbs up down below, and if you want to stay up to date and don't miss a single Call of Duty Ghost video, then you can subscribe. However guys, that's it for now, but I'll see you all next time.